You might have heard of the new college alternative Praxis, and if you were raised on the too good to be true mindset that most of us were raised on, you might think it's a scam. When you go to the Praxis website, you see really big guarantees. You see promises about a job after 9 months, you see big salary offers, and you also see that you leave the program without any debt. Your first thought might be, wow, this is too good to be true. But the reality is, it isn't too good to be true. I know because I'm a current Praxis participant, and I'm making this video to tell people all over how truly awesome Praxis actually is. So there's two things I want to talk about when it comes to Praxis. There's the actual program that is Praxis, and then there's this community and lifestyle that is the Praxis mindset. So the actual Praxis program is 9 months long, and the whole thing is divided into 9 month-long individual modules. In the first 3 months, you go through kind of a personal and professional development boot camp. It's very self-directed, and you learn how to get into the value creation mindset, and you learn how to drop the permission-based mindset. Growing up in this society, we're raised in a very permission-based way. An example of a permission-based mindset is if somebody worked at a company and they noticed that their company's website was very bad. And what they do is they actually go to their boss and they say, hey boss, I've noticed our website was looking a little dreary. Do you mind if I redesign a few options and then show them to you? Whereas somebody with a value creation mindset would notice the website was bad, take their personal time to completely redesign it and make it look beautiful, and then approach their boss with a temporary URL and say, hey look boss, I redesigned our website, what do you think about making this one the actual website instead of the crappy one we currently have? Just adopting the value creation mindset can completely transform your life because you're no longer waiting on others to produce value. You're essentially deciding that you're going to be successful regardless. During the first 3 months of Praxis, you learn how to fully breathe and live the value creation mindset, and you're no longer waiting on anybody for your success. You build a personal website, you do a blogging challenge, which essentially helps you how to write for real-world application, and a bunch of other things that help you become the best value creator you can possibly be. This is a stage I'm in right now, and it is absolutely awesome. The modules are super high quality, and it's nothing like school in that there's nobody holding your hand. You are always responsible for your own success, and there's no grades. Your grade is the result that you create. During the last 6 months of the program, participants actually work with a growing startup, often in a different city than the one they are from, so they relocate, and they spend 6 months learning every possible skill they could possibly need to know about that industry. The Praxis network has hundreds of business partners, and I personally have been exposed to several really exciting growing startups. Now, with the business partner placement process, it's not like the guys at Praxis just find a business partner for you and they say, all right, you're moving to this city without any choice in the matter. Instead, as the team is looking for business partners to suit each participant, participants get to choose ultimately where they go. In the end, it's always up to the participant to decide where they're going to go. They are not assigned anything. Everything is a choice. So some people ask, why would startups willingly take people with little experience under the knowledge that they will be offering those people a $40,000 minimum salary at the end of their apprenticeship? The answer is that Praxis has proven to be very selective in the type of people it brings into the program, meaning that business partners know that they are going to get incredibly high quality workers when they sign up to be a business partner of Praxis. It's not just the business partners doing the participants a favor, the business partners themselves are benefiting from having Praxis workers come and work for them. It's a win-win relationship and everybody benefits. So that's the actual Praxis curriculum, but there is a whole world beyond just the curriculum of Praxis. When you're accepted into Praxis, you'll join the Praxis community, which operates very similar to a Facebook group. This group is the most valuable thing I have ever come across in my entire life. In the group, participants can interact with one another, ask questions about various things, and so much more. For example, just the other day, a kid posted about some troubles he was having with his WordPress website. And in less than half an hour, he had several participants jumping on and saying, hey man, I had that problem last week, let's jump on a call and I'll help you fix it. Or a participant will be having a hard day at work and they'll make a post about it and they'll just get so much support from the community. It's amazing how much concrete advice is given for specific dilemmas. And it doesn't end at career talk. There are Praxis posts about health, fitness, philosophy, psychology, success, children, family raising, and so much more. And all of these topics are discussed under this umbrella of relatability that all people in Praxis share. In the Praxis community, there are optional group calls almost every single day, from knowing how to tell your story, to learning how to manage your email, to tough philosophical questions, to how to write your own book, to how to start a podcast, to how to be a public speaker or a better writer, and so much more. And the cool thing about the Praxis community is that once you are admitted to Praxis, you're a part of the community forever. For the rest of your life, you have access to near daily content that will continue to produce value in your life. It is seriously one of the coolest things I have ever come across. It is one of the most active communities around, and for me, it's the most intellectually stimulating group of people I have ever encountered. It is so cool, and I personally am honored to be a part of it. So you might be wondering, who should apply to Praxis? Praxis is looking for people who take responsibility for their lives and don't wait to chase after their dreams. One example the CEO of Praxis, Isaac Morehouse, uses is the sleep in your car test. The question is basically this: would you be willing to sleep in your car in order to accomplish what you want to accomplish? Are you someone who knows that walking the path to success might be a little uncomfortable, but you just keep walking anyway? Praxis is looking for people who aren't victims, people who have a forward tilt, a momentum to always create and to never stop growing. They're not interested in your high school grades or your test scores or how many competitions you may have won. They're interested in you if you're the type of person who thinks big, takes risk, and doesn't let anything stop them from having the success they dream of. Now, this review of Praxis might seem like a promo or something, but I can tell you from my heart, I am not being paid to say any of this. I'm not being asked to say any of this. This is simply my own passion for something that I am a part of, and I want to tell everyone all over the world that Praxis is legit. This is a true passion for a program that I believe to be the future of education. Praxis is not a scam. It is real and it is awesome. And if you're the kind of person who wants to go after big dreams, I truly and sincerely think you should apply.